America. Before the teens.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can't forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, so go down.
America is on the brink of a new era. Vietnam dominates the political spectrum. However, it is being eclipsed by the rising issue of civil rights for blacks. There is a social revolution among young Americans. There is an emerging culture of sex, drugs, and good old rock and roll. President Kennedy is about to take his last ride.
Alright, so in my opinion, the 1960 election was heavily influenced by television. It definitely helped John F. Kennedy get elected. For example, people that were interviewed that had watched the debate on TV thought that John F. Kennedy had won. However, the people that listened to it and getting just the pure substance and not just the picture, they were listening on the radio, they felt that Richard Nixon had won. So I definitely think that that was heavily influential in that election. Image, as I think some of the quotes say, that image replaced substance as the language of the American psyche.
Did you watch Neil Armstrong walk on the moon on
Yes.
TV? What was your reaction? Amazing. You thought it was amazing?
Can't remember, we're old and senile.
Where were you when President John F. Kennedy was assassinated? What was your initial reaction?
Yeah, well, I was at school when John F. Kennedy was assassinated. It's sort of comparable to 9/11 in that everyone who was old enough to remember something does. At school, they paused lessons and turned on the TV, and we were just shocked. Shocked. Meow. I remember touching my face and realizing I was crying. That's about all I can remember. It was just I don't know. That's enough.
The assassination of Kennedy symbolizes the burning issues and splits America into the stormy 60s. The civil rights movement is gaining speed, and the issue of the Vietnam War is more heated than ever.
Guys, I drank too much. Gotta go relieve my bladder.
What's that?
What was your reaction to the assassination of Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy?
I think at the time I sort of had a huge impact on me and what my decisions were regarding civil rights, among other things. My political views didn't exactly change, but I felt a lot more sympathy for every cause that I had beforehand. And I feel like it really progressed those causes themselves and made people really take action afterwards to get things like civil rights actions, etc. passed.
In the 1964 presidential election, did you support Lyndon B. Johnson or Barry Goldwater?
Personally, I supported LBJ because I wanted to continue JFK's policies. I supported the Great Society. And also I was against segregation, which Barry Goldwater supported. What do you want to watch tonight?
I think the Democratic National Convention's on.
Alright, let's put that on. Alright, go.
Look at this! This is what's gonna happen! They're gonna take over this country!
Look at these riots, it's crazy.
What do you think about this, darling?
Like, I know they're not being, like, boycotted or something, but civil rights, man. They should be allowed.
It's really...
You guys are so old.
She's going through a phase. How many pills of marijuana have you taken,
God,
darling?
Mom, I can't have opinions without you thinking that I'm on drugs.
Honey, we need to keep a Republican. We've got to vote Republican.
I mean, look at this chaos.
You guys, always going to be the black sheep of this family. Why don't you understand? I don't want to go to Vietnam.
Serve your country, Danielle.
Be proud to be an American. Don't vote Republican. God.
As President Nixon takes office, Americans hope for a change.
John, is that you, John Lennon? Is that you, John? John, I need an interview, come back. John Lennon.
Your reaction to the Watergate scandal?
I thought it was terrible. I thought it was terrible the way that the government had betrayed.
Did you support President Gerald Ford's pardon of Richard Nixon?
I thought that was a mistake also.
Why?
Well, I think that it seemed to be like inner dealing, like Nixon had put Ford in there, like was there a prearranged deal then to have him pardoned afterward? Anyhow, like, understand the country wanted to move forward, but at the same time, there should be accountability on all levels, even at the very top.
Did you support President Jimmy Carter's boycott of the United States from the 1980s Olympic Games?
I guess I didn't have strong feelings one way or the other about that, because it seems like the Olympics are like used for political purposes, like it's sort of antithetical to the whole purpose of them. So that was problematic, even though obviously like they were upset about the Soviets going into Afghanistan, but then we went into Afghanistan sometime later, so there you go.
My reaction to the Watergate scandal is that Nixon shouldn't have lied. He should just come clean. If he would have come clean, people would have remembered him better, in a better light, and he also would have been forgiven for his sin.